The Amberlynn Reid universe, aka the Amberverse, is much like the Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. I've been wanting to react to Amberlynn Reid content for a long time. And here's why. I hate to admit it, but I often see myself in her. That part of me that makes up excuses, doesn't want to take accountability for my life, is fragile all the time, dramatic all the time, highly food addicted, and chasing after one pleasure after another, and feeling very resistant to growing up. Oh, it's in there. It's in there. And I think a lot of people watch her because if you're being really honest with yourself, I think we all kind of feel like that. Like, geez, I honestly could wind up like that. Especially if you've gained a lot of weight in your lifetime, struggled with food issues in your lifetime, have mental health issues, all of that. It's a tangled web. It's a tangled frickin' web. So it's also bizarrely entertaining. It's like watching my 600-pound life, except it's like the YouTube version. Sadly though, she's a real person. But I mean, the people on my 600-pound life, they're real. They're definitely real. It isn't a cast, it isn't like, they aren't fictional characters. It's just so interesting watching this particular person. I mean, I don't watch her though, I watch the reaction channels. I'm about to watch her and not a reaction channel. So yeah, that changes today. For you, my audience who asked me to do this, I want to take the approach when I react to Amber, to Foodie. I'm going to cover Foodie Beauty too. And some of the other gorls that are about as problematic, maybe not as, but kind of, yes. I'm going to be reacting to them so that I can learn from them. I'm not here to make fun of them or not add to the content. I genuinely want to learn from them. So today I introduce a new series for this channel called Amberlynn Reid Teachable Molments. I guess you could call this episode 1. I decided I wanted to do something a little different from what I'm seeing out there right now in the Amberverse. I want to react to her most popular video, and I have no idea which one it's going to be. So this will be fun. I feel like I cannot watch another of her new in Oklahoma, just moved, single girl Lynn era videos because they are just mind-numbingly annoying, and I'll probably watch a few of those. Interestingly enough, I lived in Oklahoma for 20 years. I hated it. I lived in Tulsa, which is considered like the good city. She lives in the armpit of Oklahoma. Like, Oklahoma City is not a good city. There's a good college presence there. There's good college football and college sports. I don't know. It's just an interesting place. I didn't enjoy it. I don't recommend moving there. I'll never want to live there again. Sometimes I would like to visit because I miss my friends, and Tulsa had some pretty nice things about it. I saw some good concerts there. Got to see an Alphonse Mucha art exhibit. All these things that I don't think we're going to see Amber do. We're probably going to see a lot of Walmarts and Targets, and I think I recognized an orange shopping cart the other day in like one of her most recent videos, and I think maybe that was like she went to Garden Ridge. I do have to say I miss Garden Ridge. We do not have one here. But I kind of don't miss it because, wow, I knew how to spend a fortune there during Halloween season. Like, my wallet is happy that there's no Garden Ridge here, but my spooky bitch heart is like, Garden Ridge, I wish you were here. Anyway, I'll stop jabbering on about Oklahoma now. And yeah, let's go pull up her most popular video. I have no idea what we're in for. This will be interesting. I have pulled up Miss Amberlynn Reid's most popular videos, and I'm already learning a lot. Look at these videos. Just look. Drama, food, 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 drama, exploiting her big body, food, food. It's all mukbangs. It's all mukbang. She legit has made most of her money off of food, eating on camera. Oh my gosh. Burger King mukbang, Trisha Paytas inspired. What a goal in life, to be inspired by Trisha Paytas. See, now I understand why she milked her breakup, her most recent breakup with Feline, whatever, Jade, Feline, wifey, wipey. 6 years ago, we broke up, in all caps, 342K views. I think she was trying to resuscitate her dying channel with her Feline. It's funny how Feline rhymes with failing. She wanted to revive her failing channel with Feline and the breakup. Get Drunk With Me, that's up there. Oh my gosh, she did a Carly Steele video too, confessing everything I've lied about. This is how not to have a YouTube channel, obviously. But what is so infuriating, what's so infuriating about her is that she's making bank. I don't think she'll ever change because she's making bank. She can do anything she wants on any whim, anything she wants. And she's not seeing any immediate consequences. She does not think that being over 500 pounds is a consequence for her actions. As she gets closer and closer to 50, my age, if she even can get to my age, she's going to have a very different opinion of what she did to make her channel her full-time, well-paid job. Okay, we're going to watch her 2 most popular videos because one is only 4 minutes and the other is 11. I think I can handle that. All right, Jay's got her cat ears on. Now you know stuff's gonna get real. By the way, my daddy thinks I curse too much, so I might be pulling back on the cursey words a little bit. Okay, no idea what to expect. Let's see what we got here.
Hello. So I've told the people who matter and who I know in real life, but I just wanted to update you guys. I've been having panic attacks. Oh god. So I got my results back, and I do have cancer.
Oh shit, this is the cancer video? Oh no. Okay.
I have womb cancer. And uterine cancer. And I know it's my fault. Because I'm sorry guys. Because I didn't see someone. I knew there's been a problem for so long.
All right. This happens to a lot of people who wind up with cancer. This is why regular screenings are really important. That is a hell of a teachable moment. I know that people who are really big have issues. They're scared to go to the doctor. They're afraid of what the doctor's going to tell them. They're afraid of what their blood work is going to be like, what their weight is going to be, and any and all of the above. I'm half her size, and I have those fears. So I get it. I get why people don't go regularly. I really do. I know too, in this country, insurance is a real issue. I believe at this point in her life, she was making probably more money than she is now, though. So I don't think insurance would have really prevented her from getting just at least regular screenings every year, or certainly going in. It sounds like she knew that there was a problem and she just ignored it. I know the lore on this. I know that from what I've seen on other reactions and videos about her timeline and her story, I believe she was like bleeding a lot for a really long time. I'm going to have to go in for my first colonoscopy soon. I'm going in for blood work next week, and I haven't had blood work done in 3 years. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm not going to lie. But I'm to the point where I would rather know the truth about my body than stick my head in the sand. And if something is going off the rails, it will be too late, if I don't know now. If there is something going wrong with me now, it will be very unpleasant to find that out, but hopefully I would be catching it early. Early detection is crucial to cancer prevention. I'm going to need to get a mammogram too. Mammogram, colonoscopy, and I'm starting it all with blood work next week. I'm on track with a really good doctor that I trust now. And I mean, I'm going to talk about it here because I want to raise awareness and let everybody know how it is, so that less and less people are afraid of going to the doctor and going for their screenings. Let's learn from this. Go for your regular screenings, and for God's sake, if something is wrong, who cares if the doctor gets on your ass about how much you weigh? A little truth is a good thing. And doctors are not fat phobic for telling you the truth and wanting to help you. Yes, our medical industry is flawed. It's not the best, it's corrupt. But most doctors do want to help us. Doctors and nurses, they commit to their careers to help people. They really do. Give them all the benefit of the doubt. And get your ass in there regularly. It's what I'm going to be doing. Let's keep going.
Please, if you're a female, please, just go to the gyno, please. And the reason why I'm filming this now is because I just want it over with. I just want it over with. I don't want to have to keep telling people, so.
This is what I really want to know. Would this video have been more effective if she had cooled off and taken time to digest what was happening to her and been more calm and cool, as calm and cool as you can be? What I'm saying is it's like she got on in the heat of her emotions while her emotions were just running away from her, and it feels exploitative, I'm at peak emotion right now. This is going to make for a really good video. And I mean, it's her most popular video. A lot of people monetize health issues, and I just wonder if the video would be more impactful if she hadn't lost control of her emotions, if she had let her loved ones help her sort through the initial shock and fear, and then gotten on here and said, listen, guys, I got some really bad news and I'm scared, and been more level-headed. Would that have been more effective, or do you think this is effective? I'm curious what you think. As much as I feel horrible for her, but I also know what ends up happening after this. And what happens is she didn't learn anything, and she just goes back to the same crap that got her into this position to begin with. So it's interesting watching it. I'm glad she kept it up, though, because it's an important snapshot of her life and what has happened. But I just wonder if she's watched this video again since she posted it. Will she learn from herself? When she watches this video again someday, will she watch it and go, crap, I haven't been to the gyno in years. I better go. Oh, that was so horrible. I don't want that to happen again. I need to go get a mammogram. Although I think she's too young for a mammogram at this point. Though I think that's silly anyway. I think you should be able to get screened for anything you want if you're concerned about it, but at any age. But I digress. It's just my thought.
I told the people who mattered to me the most, and so I think the reason why I'm really scared is because of my weight, which is also my fault. So it's just, I don't know. I'm so upset.
It's interesting because she's looking at herself in the camera a lot. Or maybe it's just because she probably feels self-conscious. I just don't know that I would, in such a highly emotional state, would have done this. But okay, so looking at her videos too, if she's inspired by Trisha Paytas is the queen of doing stuff like this. Oversharing, over-emoting. It's actually a manipulation tactic. And I know it sounds cruel doing this while somebody's sharing about getting cancer, but again, I have the gift of prophecy right now and foresight. I know exactly what happens. She doesn't really do anything to change her life and to make sure that she's in a better position, and nothing changed. You would think that this is her wake-up call video, but it wasn't. It wasn't. That's shocking to me. To me, that's more shocking than the actual diagnosis. And yes, being that large does make surgery more complicated. Hell, being my size makes surgery more complicated. It's one of my whys, one of my weight loss whys. As I get older, the chances of me having to get surgery is going to go up. That's just the way aging works. And I want to be in a physical state where if I have to get surgery, there's going to be minimal complications because I got my weight under control. That is definitely a why. And that is why fat acceptance and fat activism just bounces right off me now. It's like, how many fat people have died from obesity-related cancers? Or if not died from it, have had to battle it for ages. A lot. All right. Wow, I really did not know I was going to wind up. Whoa, I almost feel like, I don't know if I should be reacting to this, but it's part of her history, it's part of her timeline, and we certainly can learn from it. And I have a lot of empathy and compassion for the scared little girl that I see here. The fear is, palpable. It's just crazy to me that nothing changed.
I'm so mad at myself. Thank you guys for just the well wishes. I'm sorry, this is probably so hard to watch, but I just need to just get it over with. I'm just that type of person. And I've been on YouTube for so long where it's like I just need to get it all out. And it's like, as hard as this is, I still just want to just keep trying to live my normal life.
But where has your normal life gotten you, though? Sorry, I'm trying to... Where has her normal life gotten her, though? In this moment, it feels like you'd want to say, holy shit, my normal life isn't working for me. I've gotten sick because of how I've been living. Something has to change. I can't live like this anymore.
And I know a lot of you have reached out to me who have also had cancer. And you guys are so strong.
You are.
There's just way too much going on. I'm sorry. And I just want to put my energy into other people who need it.
Okay. And no, please, if you find yourself diagnosed with cancer or any other kind of just illness that doesn't have any kind of detrimental or terminal illness, do not focus on other people. This is time for you to focus on yourself and on getting well. I'm going to mention somebody else who died recently of colon cancer at a very, very young age. She wasn't even 40 yet. Her name's Jessie Lee Ward. I still can't believe she's gone. She was another YouTuber very problematic YouTuber, who is also like a force of nature and a fascinating person. And she died of colon cancer. And what was so heartbreaking for me was to watch her pour all of her energy into her business. She was just spinning and spinning and spinning her wheels, focusing on everybody else but herself. And she actually passed away sooner than the doctors anticipated. She decided not to get chemo. She decided to throw everything else at it except what conventional medicine told her to do. That, her body, her choice. I get that. I do. But you can't pour into others from an empty cup, right? It's a very popular saying, cliche, platitude, bumper sticker wisdom in self-help. But it is true though. Like, no, don't focus on other people. No, don't. Let's learn right here. Don't. Focus on you. I don't know if she got offline after this. I don't know if she was gone for a while after this. I don't know. I would hope she did take a break from YouTube for a while and from social media. I have a feeling she probably didn't really. Health first. Health before wealth.
Like Becky and her mom. There's just a lot right now. I'm so sorry.
She's trying to say that Becky and her mom are taking the focus off of her getting well. That seems a little odd to me, a little strange, like a little passive aggressive or something. I don't understand that right now. I don't understand it.
This is just so much. Oh my God. I've been on YouTube for so long, and I just had to. I wish I had my mom.
Well, you have your mom now. Literally, she's in Oklahoma with her mom. It would be devastating to go through a diagnosis like this and not have your mom. I can't even. I'm really lucky because my mom and I are very close. We live in the same city. She goes to the gym with me a lot. So does my dad. They're healthy for their age. They're healthier than I am. And they're in their 70s. I'm really, really lucky. I can't imagine going through this without my mom by my side. Like, I really feel for her. And I wonder how it's going to go in Oklahoma now that she's going to be with her mom all the time. I really, really, really do wonder how that dynamic's going to shake out. I really do.
I haven't heard from my dad in so long.
That would suck.
I don't know where he is or anything. I just wish I had him. I'm sorry. I need to go. I love you guys, and thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. I don't know what else to say. Just more prayers for everyone, Becky and her family, and me. Just please. I'm gonna go now.
I did not expect this to be the first video. Her most popular video. It's still up there. So, people are pretty cruel. Yeah. Oh, Amberlynn, I don't understand how she went through this and yet she still hasn't changed. Not gonna lie, but this is scary. I remember this era, LMAO. This is from 2 months ago. And then days later, gorlworld, you was filming some mukbangs. See, I think that's true. Like, she didn't really. Sad to see this wasn't a wake-up call, and shame to see she's still the same today. Yeah. What a fucking nightmare, but it's not always enough. For real. That is true, too. Let me tell you, I have somebody in my life right now who is an absolutely wonderful person. One of my favorite people in the world. He's in my inner circle, and he is battling opioid addiction. He has died 4 times from fentanyl laced in his stuff. And thankfully, he has several lives. He's going on probably 6 now total. And he came back to life, but as much as he wants to stop using, that shit's got power over him, big time. Addiction is it's the worst. And, food addiction, there are some mixed, I won't say reviews, there's some mixed science out there about if food addiction is real. I think it is. It's a process addiction. It's not a chemical addiction. If it's a way to numb yourself and it destroys your body, I think it's an addiction. It's legit. And we know that her biggest addiction really is fast food and ultra-processed foods. That shit's hard to give up. If she had another diagnosis, not wishing it on her, of course, but would she change? Would it take a second time? A third? And then when her mom did find out about this, I wonder, what happened, Does her mom encourage her to lose weight, or does she just accept her the way she is? What kind of an influence does her mother have on her? I'm going to be very curious to see that as that new era, the Oklahoma Lynn era unfolds. Because when you come from a toxic family and the family has gotten better, there can still really be some triggers in there. And I'll just be real curious if, once the honeymoon phase is over, if this is good for her to be in that environment. Will her family ultimately help her change and get better or not? The thing is, if you can't be helped if you don't want help. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't get it to mukbang, healthy food. Who's watching this now thinking back to when you first watched this and believed for sure she would change after this? Yeah, me too. What fools we are. And nothing changed. I can't believe this much fear in the process, surgeries she had to go through still didn't change her. I'm so glad you're in a much better place now. This is from 5 months ago. Love you, Gorl. I always look forward to seeing your progress during your weight loss surgery. 6 hearts. Lol. Lul. I always love seeing the new ones in the Amberverse. Practically all of their comments is just praising or complimenting Amberlynn. Might be a sock puppet. Yeah, it's a shame this was not a wake-up call for her. She could have been a different person totally today. Yeah, well, anyway, this was interesting. The need to get on camera and get it over with and just cry hysterically feels manipulative to me. But that's kind of her style, And I think she learned it from Trisha Paytas. I really do. It's a heartbreaking moment. I'm glad it's still there. I wonder if her mom has seen this video, and if she did, what she thought of it. And I hope I'm not a piece of trash for watching this video as my first reaction. I feel like since much time has passed, it's okay. If this had been the week that she released it, I wouldn't have gone near it either. But those who don't learn from their past are doomed to repeat the same mistakes. And we can learn from anybody's past. You can see a lot in yourself by observing other people. I don't know, Amber. I don't know. I'm sorry you didn't learn from this. I'm also glad you're still around, I'm glad you're still around. I hope something gets you to snap out of this. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Okay. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to react to the other video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, including if I'm trash for covering this, for reacting to this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.